Welcome to the highlights of the opening day's play in this first test of the Cricket West Indies International Series between Sri Lanka and the Windies. The Queen's Park Oval, the venue for this encounter, the first of 3 test matches, anticipated very much by the fans across both nations. The Queen's Park Oval pitch had a fair amount of grass on it at the start of play on day 1 and promised to offer a little bit for the seam bowlers in that first session. The toss was won by the Windies captain Jason Holder, and he elected to bat first. Confirmation of the respective teams. Devon Smith back in the West Indies team, and so it will be an achievement for him to partner Craig Brathwaite. Kieran Powell dropped 1 down, and of course Chase and Hope and Dowrich make up the rest of the batting, with Holder, the all-rounder, moving up 1 as well. For Sri Lanka, Mendes Chandimal, the skipper, Angelo Matthews with all his experience in there, as well as Roshan Silva, who started off his test career in brilliant form. We'll go straight to the top of the action now with Darren Ganga and Roshan Abhisingha.
A very good morning to everyone joining us from a beautiful Queen's Park Oval in Trinidad. A good morning wherever you are, and a wonderful evening to our Sri Lankan friends. It's about 30 minutes past 7 o'clock in the evening, and an important series for both the teams. Interestingly, neither side is one away, and the Sri Lankans here trying and reverse the record. Well, the West Indies winning the toss and deciding to bat. I heard about Devon Smith coming back after 3 years. Bit of an up and down in his career. Wouldn't be too pleased with that average, but he's been given the opportunity. He's got Craig Brathwaite, has been more of a regular in the West Indian batting lineup, and Suranga Lakmal. He's now very much Sri Lanka's spearhead. Decent record. He would want to improve on that strike rate. It's going to be the first ball of the test match. He's Lakmal. Straight away gets that a bit of shape. It's the lines that he bowls. Always we've spoken about it. His strength is that he doesn't try to bowl too quickly, but bowls with good control. Oh, well bowled. They're asking the question. They're very confident. There is the DRS option. Not preferring it.
The length was perfect as well, drawing the batsman forward, Craig Brathwaite. That playing just inside the line. Very different challenge.
Another one. Another one. Well, he's asking questions. This time, that's an edge. Very well caught. And the Sri Lankans have struck first blood, and quite early. And the important wicket of Brathwaite, I thought that was coming. The lines were good. He was continuously asking questions. And Brathwaite just falling a prey to that brilliant piece of bowling by Suranga Lakmal.
Wicket number 103 for Lakmal in Test cricket. He set it up nicely. Asked the questions in previous deliveries. This one a little bit wider. Just luring Brathwaite with the bat. A simple catch for Dikwela behind his stumps. He goes for 3. It's 4 for 1.
Kieran Powell is the new batsman. And straight away that short delivery. Just a bit uppish, but he's going to get runs. Might be 4 of them. It is. I don't think he was in control of it. The boundary, nevertheless, will release the pressure. But this is good bowling. Like the idea.
Just to build on what I said, he's predominantly a back foot player. Look at that, the weight still off the back foot. That's why it was a gentle push. Luckily for him, didn't go hard at it. It was more about timing.
That's more like it. That is more like it. That will be the area he will try to bowl. Again, look at the pace. Gamage is not looking to bowl too quickly, but he's sized it up quite well. And as you said, Smith seemed to be liking that back foot, has that reluctancy to come forward. Bit late. The away movement.
It will be for the benefit of the Windies. We did nicely on this one, Devon Smith. Not committing his front foot too early. And I agree with you, Roshan. Maybe it's a good option to have a man at forward short leg.
That's a good looking shot. Pitched up. And the first real authentic shot, possibly the best shot so far. Smith. In fact, it's Powell just opening his account with a lovely driven boundary. Nice stride out. Covering the movement. And full face of the bat.
What I like about this shot, he's very relaxed. He's not trying to overhit the ball. His body weight is going forward, head in very good position. This is too straight for that field.
Will be a boundary. Nicely worked behind square leg. Good race, using the pace of the ball. And this outfield has real value for every shot. Timing good, racing away behind square leg.
That's the problem with this field placing from Chandimal. If you get too straight, batsman can easily pick you off. Powell is not going to miss out on this one.
Looks to go very wide of the crease, Lakmal. Oh, good hit, direct hit. Chandimal's confident. Yes, he'll go upstairs. Direct hits can always be interesting.
Yeah, okay, I'm ready to make my decision. Can you load not out for me, please? Not out.
Well, there's always excitement when it's a direct hit, but on this occasion it was quite easy for Ian Gould.
Gone for it. A little bit of room outside the off stump. No third man in position. That three slips all right. But when you flash hard. There he is. He's flashed hard at it.
Well played. Got the shortness of length and he was quickly on to it. Again, it's been an attractive little innings from Kieran Powell so far.
Yes. And sometimes when you step down the pitch, you get the bowler thinking, is he going to come down again? The bowler shortens his length, and that is your opportunity to go and use the depth of the crease and punch it for a boundary. This is exactly what Powell has done. That's very good batting, that.
Again, back of a length, and again he's tucked up Smith. So I don't mind seeing the odd back of a length. I just want to see that setup. And even if he takes a drive for me, the odd drive maybe would go for a few runs. But while the ball is doing something, love to see him get fuller.
Exactly. Now, this is what is giving the batsman that little bit of an opportunity to make the late adjustment. Now, this one moved in a little too much for the batsman.
Oh, is that gone? Is that gone? Smith looks to be in a continuing motion towards the pavilion. That would be sad indeed, and it looks like that's the end result.
He's not even really looking to get back. He'll wait, of course, he'll wait.
Best side angle, please. Yes, please, just rock and roll that, please. Yeah, okay, I'm ready to load my decision. Could you load out, please? Out.
That's the decision for you. That's the reason why he kept on walking. He knew that he hadn't made it because he was able to see that the wicketkeeper whipped the bails off. So, wicket number 2 down.
Brought Shea Hope to the crease. A wonderful player from Barbados. Nice, very nice. Straight bat, good contact, and a wonderful result for Karen Powell. Another boundary to him.
Now that was good cricket all round. Even Suranga Lakmal, yes, he's pitched it full, but that's the length you need to bowl. The way Powell has played that, it shows you this pitch is a good one. Not a lot of foot movement, just leans into it. From Lakmal's point of view, he has to try that length. Just needed it to swing back a bit more, but it rolls past him.
Nice shot. He was quick to pounce on this short delivery. Hit it in front of square. Takes him to 1,000 runs in Test cricket.
Oh, that's a statement. Quickly onto it. Rolls the wrist.
Stifle appeal. Just falling over a bit, Shea Hope. Head moving to offside. Not keeping his balance. And you know, Russell, that's a real concern for you as a batsman when starting your innings.
But that did a lot. And it did start to swing late.
Nice shot. Quick to pounce on it. Just going to the boundary line. Back foot punch.
That's where he's been good. His footwork has been wonderful. Quick to get on the back foot. Previously in the over, he showed his intent of getting down the wicket. That's what you can do to unsettle a bowler.
Nice shot. Had a lot of time on this shot. Shea Hope picked up the length early and executed well.
That's the second time he's played that shot. This time there was a deep square leg, but that did not deter him. Nicely on top of it. And that line, that's what allows him to hit it in front of square.
Very nice. Over pitch delivery. Didn't try to hit it too hard. He opened the blade and gets the result.
Went for the glory ball. That was a lot fuller, straighter. And ends up being a hit me. Second boundary in that over. Got to be careful. Sri Lankans. Sure hope he's a batsman for those big scores.
Beautiful. This man is a class act. That was pitched up. I've always been impressed with the way Shea Hope has batted. That is yet another very good looking shot. Didn't lose that long half volley.
Well, he is one young player, Shea Hope. And when you remember his twin hundreds at Headingley last year, he can bring the crowds back. He's an attractive stroke player.
Nicely played. On the pads. There's no turn for Ranganahera, so that allows the batsman the space. It's 80 for 2. Oh, done him! Done him! Good pace, went for the Yorker. And the one we were talking about, the excitement and the ability of Lahiru Kumara is saying he mixed it up. He was always mixing up the short one with the foolish delivery. This was the Yorker.
Might just have swung in a touch, straightened just a little bit. And that drew the inside edge, I think inside edge, onto stumps. But good pace as well, over 140. And Powell again getting a start, doing a lot of the hard work, but falling for 38, 80 for 3.
And Roston Chase is the new batsman. It's a decent average. That's work in progress. 300s, 550s. That average will get better as he goes on. 38, it's quite decent at this stage. Driven. That's a friendly delivery. Well, this is what Ian Bishop have been talking about. You'll expect that as an aggressive fast bowler looking for wickets. Well, he'll always be a bit expensive, but if you provide wickets, if you get wickets for your team, I don't think people will worry too much about it. On the pads again. Might be at least 3 here. Yes, they'll come back for 3. I like the idea. He's mixing it up. He's going for that full-length delivery with the batsman just in. That's a good pull shot. Shea Hope has been good with that shot. He's had plenty of time. It's 91 for 3.
He has played that pull shot with aplomb. I think 3 times already this morning. So you've either got to get it higher, or this is where the good length ball comes in.
That's through. To race away to the boundary. Just a bit over pitched. Good way to end the over. Good pace. It's 99 for 3, and that concludes the morning session. It's been a good session, and get the feeling that the Sri Lankans having their noses just in front.
At lunch, Sri Lanka may just have edged things with the Windies 99 for 3, losing Brathwaite and Smith cheaply. Powell made 38. Shea Hope was still there on 29 alongside Roston Chase, who was just getting going. Lahiru Kumara with a wicket, and Suranga Lakmal also testing the right-handers with his swing and movement.
Made 100 just over a year ago in Dominic Parrot's chase.
Got him! Talks about assessing conditions. That's loose from Shea Hope, but a welcome breakthrough for Gamage.
Yeah, no swing, unlike in the first session. They do want to have a look at that front foot, Richard Kettleborough. Standing umpire, he generally tends to get very close, Lahiru Gamage. Well, that's not close. He's over. So Shea Hope is walking off slowly, but he'll probably have to come back. It's got to be something behind the line. But Ian Bishop, maybe that line needed to be a little thicker for Gamage.
First point of contact with the foot. Is there anything hanging over the line? It can be grounded or in the air. That's the question for the umpire.
So that's where we're concerned about. first point of impact. Your heel does not have to be on the ground. If it's lying over that line, be a fair call.
So if it goes down just there, is there anything? If they can freeze it as it touches.
No, it's not there that we're concerned about. It's a couple of frames before that. Oh, what about that? 99 for 3. Would have been better at 99 for 4, but now the West Indies 100 for 3, and Shea Hope gets a big break. Even better. The best of the lot was the third shot. And 4 for 3. Right on top of it. It's a good feeling when you play that shot.
Finger goes up, and he goes for the review straight away. Does he feel that he inside edged it? Or does he feel that he got outside off? He did not hesitate.
Front foot. Yeah, front foot's fine. Let's have front on spin vision, please. Front on. Can you just rock and roll that again for me there, please? Okay, let's have an ultra edge, please. Bear with me, Richard, we're here now. Okay, just rock and roll that, please. Okay, yeah, Richard, ultra edge is picking up an inside edge. I need to change your decision. You're on the screen now.
Glorious. This is, to me, the captivating part of this session. Cat and mouse, a patience game, waiting for the boundary ball, or from a bowler's perspective, waiting for the wicket-taking opportunity.
Good to watch. Good stride in, right off the meat of the bat. Now I beg your pardon, Gamage becoming too predictable. Every delivery to Shea Hope has been right up there.
Gets a hint of movement, worked away through mid-on. That will be the fielder. Very good timing, played it with the movement.
Yes, the movement almost did him in. He was leaning so far towards the offside as the ball started to nip back into him. So you've got to say this is more an involuntary shot, a reflex action shot. But the timing is so good, you can see the way it deceived him.
Reaching for it. And that cover did get his hand to it, but couldn't stop it. That was going away from him.
This is moved in the air. Yes, look at that late movement. And chased after it, you got to say. Look at that. But he recognized the fact that there was a scoring opportunity. Lakmal was tiring a little bit. There wasn't that bounce to worry about outside the off stump.
It was early days, but this is played well. Again, that late movement, full and wide.
And fully in control of that shot. Opening the face of the bat at the last moment. right on top of the ball. There is no deep third man. Don't think deep third man could have done much, because it's gone just a little left of cover for a boundary.
Oh, is that gloved? Is it gloved? Yes, aggression! This time, Hope doesn't have any reprieve. That's what I like about Lahiru Kumara. He brings that aggressive component to this bowling lineup, even if he goes for some runs.
Third time not lucky. Shea Hope. You would call this a soft dismissal by any standards. Well set. Short delivery down the leg side. He will be a disappointed man. Pace doing the trick yet again on the short side. And too high for him. Made him uncomfortable in that stroke. Then he had an opportunity again, Shea Hope. On the second attempt, Dikwela makes no mistake. That's an important wicket for Sri Lanka. Wonderful partnership comes to an end, but Shea Hope has to go for 44. It's 134 for 4 now. Shane Dowrich comes to the crease. 19 matches to his name. Solitary century against Zimbabwe in 2017. Nice shot. Roston Chase, always very elegant in his stroke play.
Roston is one of several of the young West Indian batting generation who's very good against slow bowling. More proficient against spin than seam. But like all of them, improving with each experience they get all round as batsmen.
Oh, he's gone. What a fine catch. What a tremendous catch that. Great reflex action catch by Angelo Matthews. The ball was travelling. That ball was travelling.
It certainly was. Might look easy. Looked like it was just going straight to Angelo Matthews, but he had to get to it. Got both hands. Probably should have been on the front foot. Chase a little too close to the body and it flew to the slips. Just saying he was not in the game. But he looked good for the 38 that he scored, Roston Chase. Windies are 147 for 5. Windies skipper Jason Holder, when he won the toss today, decided to bat first. I would think that was the right decision to make. Wouldn't have expected to be out there so early in the game. They reckon it's gone off the boot. The Sri Lankan fielders reckon that Jason Holder edged that onto his boot. He obviously will go upstairs. It's very difficult to figure out whether it did bounce.
Slow motion down, and if we got the zoomer in there as well, it'd be really nice. Yeah, split screen me please, but I'm sure that's bounced. I just need to get the other side of it. Yeah, I'm fine now. Like to go, my decision to put on the large screen, please. Can you load not out, please?
Well, there we go. One of the easier decisions that our third umpire Ian Gould would make. Pretty clear. Even the soft signal from out there was not out. Oh, lovely shot. The 12th. It's a fantastic shot through the onside. Just playing it with the angle. No turn for Herat.
Yes, the ball came into him. You can see that it's come into him. It's a nice, juicy half volley. And he's dealt with it brilliantly. Superb on drive that by the West Indian captain.
Strong defensive shot. Ends the over. And umpire Richard Kettleborough knocks off the bails. Call T on day one here. The first test between the Windies and Sri Lanka.
Another battling session, another session in which wickets went down, a couple going down. This time, Shea Hope getting to 44. A lot of batsmen getting starts. Roston Chase getting to 38 as well. Shane Dowrich and Jason Holder, though, were in the early parts of their effort.
Given by the birthday boy. Alim Dar thinks this one is going to hit.
That came back in. Surprised Holder. Now he's gone for the review, but it's a delayed one, so I don't think there's an inside edge.
Front foot, please. Yeah, front foot's good. Let's have front on spin vision, please. Okay, just rock around that again for me, please. Yeah, I don't think there's any back there. Let's go on ultra edge for me. Okay, just hang on, Ali. We're waiting for ultra edge, mate. Stay on with me. Just still waiting, Ali. Still waiting. Ultra edge coming now. Gone to the field. I've got a decision to make. Alim, there's an inside edge just caught on the screen. I need you to reverse your decision to not out, from out to not out, please.
Overturned. Alimda has to change his decision. Jason Holder survives. 155 for 5.
There it goes, in the air, just short. Made a very good effort to effect the catch, but it was not to be.
It would have been tough to judge as well. He's trying the pull shot, and at mid-on, Kusal Pereira takes a little bit of time to judge it, to see it coming your way. Again, that short ball. That's what's always caused the problem in this innings. I've seen a couple of wickets fall because of the short one.
Second scoring shot for Shane Dowrich. In 32 deliveries, he gets a boundary. It's over number 55 comes to an end. It's 174 for 5.
Just leaking a few runs, the Sri Lankans of late. Leg buys. They're searching for that 6th wicket.
Nicely driven. They're running that first run hard, but no need to run because the timing is perfect. Going for that full length delivery. Holder with his long reach, getting a boundary.
Actually, it didn't make sense why he was running that hard, because it struck the ball quite firmly. There was no fielder in the deep. It was a low full toss. The Yorker gone wrong, and there is no fielder there. No fielder in the deep.
This is Apesh, down towards long on. Falls short of the man at long on. That's Roshan Silva. Was there a chance? We'll have to wait and see. 185 for 5.
He's tossed it up, and the West Indian skipper has gone for the big hit. There was a fielder there. Oh, well short of the fielder. Very good effort, but well short of the fielder down there.
That's the first real shot of aggression for a very long time from Dowrich. Perfectly timed. He did bide his time for quite a while. Then gets his second boundary and very well struck.
Put pressure for two, maybe even get a boundary. Yes. It's nicely played, very nicely played by the West Indian skipper. Just opening the face of the bat at the last moment and playing the cover drive. There it is. The 50 partnership coming with that. And the West Indian skipper has quite clearly dominated it. He's on 31.
He's looking good. He's looking confident.
Oh, dropped it. Almost on the money. Too simple to have gone down.
The catching's been good. And that's what the partnership's done for the Windies. Sri Lankan's getting frustrated as time went on and on. Could have had a third grab at it. Missed it, hit him on the knee, popped up. Still couldn't pick up. Treated with a boundary. Lairu Gamage, change of ends. In for a new spell, the first time from the far end, from the Brian Lara Pavilion end. And it's a loose now. Gentle pace, down at 117.
And sometimes he gets that drift. Lovely shot. Dowrich starting to flow more so in the last 25 minutes.
Waited a long time for these. Quickly onto the back, but it wasn't all that short. But as you mentioned, more and more assertive. Nice shot. He's been there for a long time, so he's seen it quite well. Dowrich, wonderful shot.
Yes, it was short and wide, exactly the kind of delivery a set batsman is looking for. And there it is. He's just smashed it off the back foot past cover for a boundary.
Edged and put down. For a moment you felt that it was taken, and then it sneaked out.
What's going on? What is going on? These are regulation catches. But I just get the feeling, having seen the way they stand in the slips, Roshan, that when the catches come a little bit below the knees, this wasn't below the knee, this was a very good catching height. Perfect height. Caught behind, big appeal. Well, he's gone straight away. Dikavella has gone up for a referral straight away.
Okay, just rock and roll that for me. And if you can get in closer for me, maybe a zoomer or something. Can't quite see what's going on here. Okay, let's, it looks of his little nick there, somewhere along the line of the deviation. Ultra edge, I'll go with ultra edge, please. It's coming now, the ultra edge. Yeah, okay, I need to go back on field, please. Alim, ultra edge has been shown, it's an outside edge. Just need to give it out, please.
So the West Indies skipper Jason Holder making the walk back to the pavilion. He's played a good hand of 40, the partnership of 90, 237 for 6.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Now, this is what I like about Lahiru Kumara. He's strong. Even at this stage of the day, he could come in, run in hard and really bowl the heavy ball. Nice carry through, good bounce. Always unsettled. Good leave, in fact, by Bishu. Watched it. Oh, well bowled. Very well bowled. Beautifully set up. Bishu did well to keep it out. 243 for 6.
Nice Yorker, swung in as well. Well played by Davindra Bishu. That couldn't have been easy. Would have been taking it back towards the left big toe with the deviation through the air. I appreciate, I don't want people to be tweeting, I appreciate Roshan and viewers passages like reading a good book.
It's a good thought. I can see what you mean, the excitement and the interest levels. Well, deliveries like that will test you a lot. If you're a batsman, though it was wide, your technique gets tested, your temperament.
Rather than ultimate. Each of these categories of the game.
So Bishu survives, the West Indies survive. It's 246 for 6 at stumps. And the West Indies will be well pleased with their first day's work. After winning the toss, conceding the first 2 sessions, they've come back very, very strongly in the 3rd session with very little damage. Just 1 wicket lost in the session. And they'll go into stumps feeling quite comfortable and confident.
Close of play saw the West Indies at 246 for 6, only losing the solitary wicket in that final session, which meant that they probably just shaved the balance of power on this opening day's play. 46 not out to Shane Dowrich. Very, very important innings in that partnership with Holder and Davindra Bishu there with him. Again, it was the young man, the 21-year-old Lahiru Kumara, who stood out. Heads and shoulders above the rest. 3 wickets to him, a young player with a bright future for Sri Lanka.